Hi, this is Pat Ray again. This is substance abuse class. This is Thursday morning, and this group is held normally at 9 a.m. I want to welcome everybody, and I hope you are well today. We are in a time in our world where things are certainly causing us to learn and grow, learning new things, adapting to new things, trying new things that we haven't tried before. That can lead to some frustration, anxiety, worry, depression also. During this process, I have learned that many people, including myself, are not as technologically experienced, or this is not everybody's forte, so to speak. So we are all learning together. Some of you already have it down. You know what to do. This is easy for you. Some of us, not so much. I am hoping and doing my best to get better at this as we go along. The one thing I want to impress upon you is that groups are available. And if you have been referred by someone or some agency, I have been in contact with pretty much all of them, and they are aware that we are doing these services. So their expectation is that their clients will follow up. Okay, so again, this is a substance abuse class. You will get credit for it if you, number one, watch the video, number two, do the progress note, number three, do any assignments that I have given in this video, okay? So the first thing I need you to do is to get your piece of paper. I need you to print your first and last name on it. Put today's date. The type of group is substance abuse, and the topic is getting emotionally healthy. What does it look like? Now, when you get done today, you may call to pay over the phone, 217-954-1128, or you can call 217-766-9132. That's for payment over the phone. If you have insurance and they are paying for this, you need to write that on your paper that you are paid through insurance. If you have cash, you can come to the office between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. Monday through Friday, or evening, Monday through Thursday, 5 to 6 p.m. You can come to our side door and knock on that door, and we will take your fee. Please bring the cash in the exact change. We can also take your progress notes and your assignments at that time also. If you don't want to come out, you are struggling for whatever reason, you can mail a check or money order to Pat's at Pat's 300 South Broadway in Urbana, 61801. For questions, comments, you can text me 217-766-9132, or you may email me at pat@changeisachoice.org. I accept homework, progress notes through those two avenues also. All right. So let us move into strategies and tips for good mental health. So one thing we know is this particular time in our life here in the world today may be increasing frustration and anxiety, worry, Some folks are not working. That is a big one right there. Finances. Maybe it's trying to get supplies. You go to the store, you can't get what you want. Difficult times, challenging times. So folks react to that in different ways. Um, some folks kind of roll with it. They just go with the flow. They do what they got to do, and they move on. Others, like myself, get anxious, easily frustrated, worry about things. I'm stressed out. I get angry. Lots of stuff like that. So because of that, people often go to alcohol, drugs, sex, pornography, gambling, food. I would say shopping, but that's kind of a problem right now. I'm sure people are finding a way to shop. However, those things, when we use those things to cope with what's going on in our life, they become a problem within themselves. And then what helped us through and was our friend in the beginning, all of a sudden turns on us and now is a major problem within itself. Okay, so let's talk about what does somebody look like who is emotionally healthy? Well, for one thing, they are in control of their emotions and their behavior. Whoa, I'm not always in control of my emotions and behavior. So that means they're able to handle these challenges. They build strong relationships and they recover from setbacks. They don't stay stuck in it. They may also, they take effort to remain healthy physically and mentally and emotionally. So, what is emotional health or mental health? So, overall, psychological well being, feeling good, and it's how we feel about ourselves, how we feel about our relationships, the quality of them, and of course, the ability to manage feelings and deal with difficulties. So, this time in the world right now might be an opportunity for us to learn and grow. If we struggle with being able to handle difficulties, this might be a time when we can actually learn, and it may stretch us and strengthen us, and we may become more wise. Okay. All right. So, good mental health isn't the absence of mental health problems because not feeling bad is not the same as feeling good. So we want to talk about feeling good, feeling positive. People who are mentally and emotionally healthy have these assets in common. They have a sense of contentment. They can be content with a little, they can be content with a lot. They have a zest for living and they can laugh. They get a sense of meaning and purpose in their lives, in their relationships, their activities. They are flexible and they're able to adapt to new things. They are able to balance work, play, rest, and activity. They have the ability to build and maintain fulfilling relationships. They have self confidence and self esteem. So, all of those characteristics um, help a person to cope when faced with life's challenges and stresses. We call it resilience. Resilience. People who are resilient have stuff happen in their lives just like everybody else, but they are emotionally and mentally able to bounce back. Bounce back. They don't stay stuck. They don't let it take them down. They come right back. So they balance stress and emotions, and they have oftentimes have a really good, strong support network. Some people say, I don't trust anybody, I don't want anybody in my life. That's a big one. Trust is a big, big, big issue for some of us, and I can relate. However, we have people in our support system for different reasons. You have someone that when you are around them, they make you feel good. They laugh, you laugh, it feels good. You have someone who is maybe very smart, and if you have something you're trying to figure out, you go to them, they say, okay, and they help you figure it out. You may need someone who, if you don't have a driver's license, you need to get somewhere to a doctor or whatever. These folks are saying, hey, I'm there for you. I'll give you a ride. Now, you may not want to tell those folks your intimate details, problems, concerns, or what's going on with you. You don't have to, because they are in your support system for other reasons. You also may be one of those people for somebody else. If you are fortunate enough to find someone that you can tell your stuff to, that you can vent to, they don't need to run your life and tell you what to do, but somebody who will listen and somebody who does not tell your business. If you can search out someone like that, that would be great. Sometimes it's a counselor because they don't tell folks your stuff. Okay, something to think about. The other thing is there's a connection between mind and body. So if I am healthy mentally, lots of times I'm healthy physically. If I'm healthy physically, it definitely impacts the way I feel and think mentally, what's going on in my head. So that means taking care of self, getting rest, eating right, exercising a little bit here and there. Some people like to exercise a lot. Getting out and getting some sunlight every day. We're coming into spring. There is some sun out there. Let's get a bit of it. Limiting alcohol use, cigarette use, other drug use. Limiting those things. And if you are an addict or an alcoholic, you don't use them at all. If you are in treatment, you don't use them at all. Okay. The other thing is to be emotionally healthy. We don't let stress and negative emotions build up. We identify them. We know when we're feeling stressed. We identify what that feels like. We're tight, we're grouchy, we're irritable, we're tired. All of those things, negative, sarcastic attitude, all of that are indicators that we are not feeling good mentally. So we don't let that build up. And so getting that, writing it, some people use a journal. Some people write it down, burn it up, throw it away. Some people join a group of some kind. Right now, groups are basically being joined online. So whatever it is for you to help you to take care of yourself. Some of the things that also help us is when we are useful to others in some kind of way. That helps us with our self-esteem. Even though we may be stuck in the house or we're not working, maintaining self-discipline, doing the things we need to do on a regular basis, getting up, putting our clothes on, cooking a meal, whatever it might be. Learning and discovering new things. A lot of times, if you can find something new, research it, read about it, watch a video on it, learn something new, it really stimulates you. It really stimulates your brain and you feel better. The other thing is notice the beauty around you. Is it art? Is it outside? Is it something you're doing, or maybe you're creative yourself? All of those things help. Managing stress levels means that paying attention, getting myself back in balance. How much time am I spending every day obsessing about things that I have no control over. That is a major issue for me. So what I do is I immediately cut it off and focus on what I'm doing right now. And I do something. I draw, talk to people, over the phone, through video. I play with my dog. I have stuff I can do to stop that obsession. Okay, so also your environment matters. Light a candle, smell good, have the lighting the way you like it in your room or your place. Maybe some soft music, or maybe some rock, or maybe some soul, or maybe some rap. What? I don't know, but what we hear. So we're talking about our five senses, what we see. What you go outside, see something different, or fix your environment up to where you enjoy it. Sound, touch, smell, and taste. All of those things, we engage them. Finding something creative to do, meaningful to do. I like to draw. Some people have other ways. I have friends that sew. I have friends who garden. I have friends who build things in their garage, do woodworking, whatever. But finding something meaningful and creative. For those of you who like animals, there's plenty out there that need your help and support. Make fun time or leisure time a priority. Every day you should have some time to relax, to enjoy. It doesn't have to be a lot. Something to look forward to. All right. And the other thing is reflect on your day and appreciate what you do have. Okay, so some other things that might help us feel better mentally is get out and do something if you can. You can't be in large groups right now, but you may be able to walk your dog down the street. Spend some time with people, whether it's through video chat, on the phone, whatever. Be somebody who volunteers. Maybe it's just volunteering to get the grocery for your neighbor who can't get out. Maybe it's volunteering to walk somebody's dog. Doesn't have to be like going into the mass situation where you put yourself at risk right now, but volunteering. And be a joiner. There's lots of groups, lots of stuff going on online. For those of you who are savvy in that, get involved. Okay. Don't beat yourself up if you do struggle. A lot of things that cause us to have problems in our adulthood have come from our childhood. Life experience shapes our mental health. So if I had it rough in the beginning, or people were mean to me in the past, if bad things, traumatic things happen, those may will shape my today, who I am today. But don't give up. Those can be worked through and addressed. We learn to work through them, let them go, and don't let them ruin our today. Okay, so that's the long and short of that one. I'm expecting to hear from you, and I hope that you stay well, and I will talk to you, hopefully, one day in the flesh. All right, have a good one. Bye-bye.